the top of the agenda. Everett, thank you.
All right, great. Thank you, Josh. Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming to the December 2nd edition of the Active Transportation Working Group. My name is Everett Hauser. I'm with the City of San Diego, Chair. I think we'll do introductions as we go through meeting minutes and take rosters there. So should we move into number 2 and take any public comment or member communications?
That sounds good.
Are we just watching for hands to be raised of the attendees, or does anyone have any comments? Yes, I see the mayor of Normal Heights has his hand up. That'd be Jim.
Jim, you should be able to use your mic at this point.
Great. It's
Excellent.
difficult participating, and I realize I'm just a visitor, but isn't it nice to have visitors? Is the chat disabled on purpose? It seems though that would be a way to communicate, but not. I don't have anything else to add. Thanks.
I don't, Sandag Tech can confirm, but I see Jacqueline wrote good morning to everyone.
I think it has something to do with he isn't a panelist. I think that's disabled if you're not a panelist.
Oh, you're right, Craig. It seems to be for a host and panelists. Okay.
Well.
We'll watch for your hand, Jim, if you have additional comments to add on items. Okay, I see Ralph's hand is up as well.
Go ahead, Ralph.
A second. The volume is quite low at my end. I'm on a cell phone. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that.
Not yet on my end. I've been able to hear everyone. So maybe just make sure your volumes are up, and you can give a test as when you first speak. We can confirm. Okay, anybody else? All right, seeing none, let's move on to item number 3, approval of the meeting minutes. And this was from the October 7th meeting, which was a joint meeting of the Active Transportation Working Group, the City County Transportation Advisory Committee, and the Regional Traffic Engineers Council. And this will be our way of taking roll today. So I'm going to run down the jurisdiction list.
Yes, Everett, that sounds good. And no reason to vote and
Okay.
approve. We do not have quorum.
Oh, we do not have quorum right now, Josh?
That's right.
Okay.
I will let you know if that changes, but I do not foresee it changing in the next few minutes.
Okay, then. Well, let's proceed then to item number 4.
I still feel that introductions may be in order, Everett, if you agree.
Okay, so then, since it's kind of all mixed up, I'll just run down the jurisdiction.
Josh,
Yeah.
This is Chris. Sorry to interject, but
No,
right, Chris.
please.
do we have clarity from legal on continuing the meetings if there's no quorum for this particular working group? I know for some, if they don't have a quorum, they've been advised to not have the meeting. But this is more of an advisory group. We're not taking any actions. We are probably taking, comments and input on a couple of items, but I don't know if you have, like I said, I don't know if you got any more clarity on that issue.
I do not have clarity on that issue, Chris.
Okay. I don't know if Kendall, if you're listening in, do you have anything to add to that, perhaps?
Apologies, Chris, can you repeat that? I just stepped out quickly.
Yeah, that's okay. So we don't have a quorum and we're anticipating we may not have a quorum. I
Okay.
know in some groups that.
Is this Brown Act?
This is a Brown Act group.
Yeah, then what I've been told through the clerk and legal is that conversation can't continue through the group. So it's not just about the voting, but that like topics can't be discussed if it's Brown Act and there's no quorum.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Thanks for that.
Yeah, apologies. I'm
That's okay.
glad you asked.
How short are we, Josh?
Bear with me 1 second.
Sure. And I hate to pull this card because you all know that I'm really not much of a stickler for this kind of stuff, but it has come up. So let's see where we stand.
Chris Carteret has his hand raised, or
He's able to talk. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I just was wondering if I could help in trying to contact people to encourage them to join to help fill out the panel to create quorum.
Yeah, Chris, I appreciate it, but we're at about we're nearly 25%. We need to get to 50% plus one. I don't see it happening.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, boy. Okay.
It's a pretty big group. You have 100 members.
Well, the quorum is calculated on the kind of official voting members, which is, I don't know, it's changed a little bit, but I think it's around. So there's one from each jurisdiction, and then plus the advocacy groups. So we're, I think it's around 20, 21, 22-ish. So, we need 10, at least 10 or more those official members. What are our metrics there, Josh? Josh is the official.
We have 27 voting members,
27.
and those are the non-vacant agencies or organizations.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Wow.
is that including like that full roster from 2013?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, some of those were never filled. So
Yes, got you. So those three are not being included. Those
Okay.
those outstanding vacancies
yeah.
in that we'd have 30 with those.
All right. So we're not close to half of the 27. I can't really
Weird.
see everyone at once. Well, that stinks. pretty light. Well, we're at 9:46, so yeah, I agree. They're probably not going to get that many more folks coming in at this point. Well, you and Everett are the official staff and chair, so I'll leave it to you to make the next call.
So I know we sort of have similar rules, right? You can't have your meeting. Have you guys canceled events, meetings when you don't
Yeah.
reach quorum? Yeah.
We have. I don't necessarily agree with that in this case, but I think that's, those would be the rules for Brown Act. I guess I can say that there are other opportunities to cover these, or at least listen in on these issues.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
The safety targets was presented at the CTAC meeting, I think last week as well, or was it Santec? I think it was Santec last week that was presented, if anyone's curious to watch that presentation. And then your bike program update is also making its way through the various committees and such.
Correct. Yeah. Part of it will be going to the board on Friday.
As part of the overall RTP.
No, that's just the expediting that Mayor Gloria asked for.
Okay.
But the whole thing will be going to, if we don't do it today, the Social Equity Working Group in January.
I can put this together and send it
Yeah.
out to the group.
The expediting will be going to the iTalk next Thursday or next Wednesday. Yeah, so I apologize to everyone.
Is it reasonable to try to reschedule this with a plea for people to attend to make sure we get quorum? I know that for the Santec, they're pretty adamant about confirming to make sure that they have quorum before they even launch the meeting.